what Blinken said today or
Mm.
yesterday.
Mm.
Which is what I have been saying all this time, because I see that that's the trend.
Mm.
And now the U.S. has been following a policy that's against the trend, and now they're realizing, I think, it's not going to work. The trend is too strong, and there's too much momentum to the trend. There's too much backing for the trend, and there's too many important players that are backing this trend.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to lose if you
Mm-hmm.
keep insisting on this old way of doing things, which was just throw unconditional support behind Israel no matter what they do,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how much carnage they unleash on Gaza or the Palestinians. You just support them anyway. But there's a number of trends involved. There's a trend with regards to social media, in that you can't control the narrative the way you used to. You can't control people's opinion. If you can't control the narrative, then you can't control public opinion. If you can't control information, then you can't control the narrative. They can't control information, they can't control the narrative, and they can't control public opinion. And those are three things that were required in order for them to be able to follow the old trend and for that old trend to continue into the future. But those things have completely changed with social media. It's because of internet, and then it's because internet could have gone terribly, terribly wrong, and they wanted it to. They wanted the internet to become just an even greater mechanism for enforcing narratives. And they've been struggling to figure out how to do it. But they can't. They won't stop trying. But the problem is human beings. Human beings are unpredictable, and human beings actually care about things. So, for example, you can start an app like TikTok, thinking that it's going to never be anything but girls shaking their bodies on screen, and silly things, frivolous things, and whatever. And then suddenly you start to see political analysis on TikTok. What? People converting on TikTok, people making da'wah on TikTok, and then you have people with mobile phones uploading videos of Israeli atrocities in Gaza.
Yeah.
And you had the same thing with the Rohingya in Myanmar. You had all of these videos going up on Twitter. This is before really TikTok took off, but you had so much footage being taken by people's mobile phone cameras in Rakhine province in Myanmar. That was like, you can't deny what's happening. We're seeing it. So this is what's happened with Gaza and with Israel and with Zionism and with U.S. support for Zionism. That this isn't sustainable. You can't control this. The whole world is seeing it now. Like seeing it with their eyes, not just hearing about it. And it's not, it's indisputable. I mean, if we get into that, then that can very quickly and easily become an Islamic discussion. Because their assumptions about human beings are based on Shaitan's, Iblis's assumptions about human beings. That we're nothing, that we're empty, that we don't care about anything, that we're nothing but our desires and impulses.
Yeah.
And that feeds the whole capitalist system. And that becomes an institutionalized way of thinking for corporations and for governments. It becomes an institutionalized way of thinking that human beings are nothing and easily dismissible. And all you have to do is dangle something shiny in front of them, and you can do whatever you want. But human beings are more than that. They care about things. They have depth. They have ruh. They have a fitrah, and what we've already talked about with regards to the fitrah. So it's gonna mess up your plans, because your plans are based on a wrong way of thinking about human beings. You're never going to get it right as long as Shaitan is your advisor. And this is why Muslims generally do, alhamdulillah, get it right, because that's not who our advisor is. Our advisor is our creator. So we know more about ourselves than you will ever know about yourself. And we know about the world more than you'll ever know about the world, because the one who's telling us about it is the one who made it. And the one who's telling you about it is the one who hates it and who never understood it to begin with. So you're not actually capable. all of your planning is based on a wrong concept of human being. You have the wrong teacher. He's been lying to you, the whole time. He's been lying to you. And then, like I said, if you're already a kafir, you already aren't following Allah's guidance. So then the one who is advising you is going to advise the people who are building your institutions, the people who are building your companies, who are building your governments, who are creating policy, and who are forecasting and predicting trends. They'll always think the worst about people. They'll plan on people always doing the worst and always being nothing, because that's what Shaitan thinks of us. That's what they think of us. That's what they think of even the ones. I mean, that's what Shaitan thinks of even the ones he's advising. Yeah, it's your problem, stupid.
Yeah.
Allah told you the truth.
Yeah.
How would you think otherwise? Obviously, Allah told you the truth. Obviously, I'm a liar, but you moron, you listen anyway. It's your problem.
Yeah.